That is UPS. That's called pacing. This is demonic with minor children. This is indeed UPS that is assigned, again, no terminal, and there's no UPS going to any destination. And who is UPS stalking is very specific. It's me. Right, and this is where I'm stalking. The entity is stalking me where I'm present at 11 in the morning. We're Southwest Airlines, the Ontario Fire Department, we're stalking here. And they are stalking under a fake sun. Southwest Airlines is at 11 o'clock in the morning yesterday, acting like they're landing right here. They're psychotic. As I'm walking out of El Pollo Loco over there, the entity's doing a cartwheel on the opposite side of the street. So as I advance farther on this side of the parking lot, this is where the fake sun moves, and this is where the plane activity is focused. This is also, just like Southwest Airlines stalking in Upland, California, has nothing to do with any terminal. Neither does UPS hovering over this parking lot, okay? The entity is engaging in what is all manner of criminal surveillance, and this is the maniacal conduct that's going to be used in the involuntary commitments of the homosexuals of the U.S. military, of the corrupt gang stalking police departments, fire departments, and ambulance services such as American Medical Response. The same pattern of conduct is identical throughout the cities and the counties in California, and this is the template whereby you're going to prosecute, and they will be subject to what are the mental assessments regarding what the pattern of conduct is and the people of the state share in that. It is psychopathic, and it is proven as a matter of science to be that which is intentionally and with knowledge underway. This is POC. Alrighty, this is the fake sun, and this is 5:32 p.m. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 hours earlier yesterday. This is where that the entity flies over my head by helicopter, where they have impossible light swiping off of their doors. This is the entity that's monitoring your genitalia. These are the demons that give birth to demons that are out of the womb, gang stalking, because they're monitoring spirits. So they're engaging in the pattern of conduct with the government, literally while they're crying, okay? They're born cursed, and this is that cursed generation. This is that cursed society of people that are engaging in the criminal system and further into murder. Okay, that's POC. The airport's being shut down as well, and the military that are stalking in planes of all of the airlines are going to be subject to also federal prison prosecution for treason for all of that entity, and they're going to be subject to involuntary commitments. This is POC. It is currently 5:33 p.m. All right, this is speaking to impunity. All right, I'm going to get the license plate. These are demons. They're mentally ill. They are in custody of minor children. License 7UQW701. 6XVZ779. And you see the fake sun moving as I move. They're stalking with the government and further into murder, and they will be subject to a federal prosecution. License 7ZJW369. This is Ontario Police, who's going to prison. That's Hernandez, by the way. He's going to prison. Looks like Hernandez 1644205. And this is also speaking to the nonchalant attitude. It just escalated to prison. They're going to prison. Okay? It's POC. 8YTZ817, 9TDP818. I'm documenting these license plates, and they're with minor children. They're going to prison. 9LLU258. That's Ontario Police that are gang stalking in the morning at 11 a.m. while the entity has helicopter activity. All right, these demons right here that are stalking with light all over the building, they're doing so subservient to what the Ontario Police are doing it. They're serving that system with knowledge. They don't have to talk to each other. They're demons. That's what this fake sun shows, and they're going to prison. Everybody in this video is going to prison. This is POC. Alrighty, that's Ontario Fire stalking going around the corner right here at Bonita and Holt. They're going to prison. They're going to prison. That's POC. Operation of device, babies in the backseat, those are demons. That's the POC. Severely mentally ill, a threat to national security. It's being deported. It's losing custody of children. It's going to prison. It's going to be involuntarily committed. That's the POC. Ontario Police are stalking. Okay, remember the fake sun's remaining in Upland at the same time. Also relevant that it's here at 11 o'clock in the morning, that duration of time. They're going to prison. Okay, everybody just document all these license plates. And everybody inside of Stated Brothers that I'm documenting, that's already taken care of. They're going to prison. Hernandez that's stalking, that he looked like Hernandez that's stalking at 815 West Holt, that's prison. He engaged in criminal summoning. But nonetheless, I'm documenting that department. He's crossing path. He is stalking in the path, and so is Ontario Fire. And these are the demons that engage in that. This is POC. The people of the state that I just documented in this video are going to federal prison. I'm documenting them as they're crossing my path right here. But of course, you're looking at what is the necessity of martial law. This entire city, the state is going to be locked down, and they're going to be separated from the rest of the American people because of the threat that they are to national security. And this is how you are living war while you're stalking with light, which is psychotic. And they're stalking in bathrooms. They run into bathrooms, in and out, pacing all around you, engaging in what they feel are rituals, spiritually significant, when all they're doing is stalking you and being sex offenders in doing so. This is POC. It is currently 5:35 p.m.